I've got to make a video of why this channel. So, in a word, the main thing is most people are trapped in a left brain prison. There are voices, people who talk and they have a voice. There are voices of groundedness and and poetry and a right brain reality out there, but there's few. There's few. I lived 4 years in a Zen temple, a few different temples in California, and 6 years on the beach in Hawaii, and a heck of a lot of time in the country, and I've looked at a lot of freaky stuff, and there's a lot to say that's useful, that's underrepresented. So imagine you face life as a Zen monk since you were in your early 20s. 21. The day I turned 21 is the day I became a Zen monk. There's a lot to help you with life in Zen. And then imagine if you don't know Rudolf Steiner and you haven't digested his worldview, which is almost every single person on the planet, it's probably hard to believe that somebody would say that there's one person saying so much about this world. This world is way freakier than we believe. I take him at his word, basically, and I don't care one bit that maybe surely most people would on first take would think he's a nutcase. This world is infused with spirit. Fully half of what's going on here we can't see with our normal eyes. So the basic point of view is there's a lot going on. Hardly anything in our society helps us deal with reality as it is, which is this is a spiritual war, and every single thing is infused with spirit. And nothing is dead. It's a basic thing that 3,000 years before Christ, Lucifer was incarnated, and then came Christ, and now, any day, in sometime during this millennium, Ahriman will become flesh and bone, or he will incarnate. Lucifer wants to take us out of our bodies and put us in a fantasy world. Makes us arrogant and disembodied spiritually, and Ahriman would make us a bunch of number crunchers. Everybody part of their own, of his huge legion. Just the Borg is a wonderful example of Ahriman, and he's everywhere. All the paperwork, all the bureaucracy, all of the whole digital world. Ahriman is doing a great attack, and according to Steiner, they are always working, and they somewhat work together, and they always fail. Our natural evolution is it's really huge if you can handle Steiner. And a big part of this channel is to break it down really easily into very humble common sense, very basic language in very basic manner of presentation to a person with very basic consciousness. It's only if you can believe that it's a spiritual world and everything is infused with spirit and you can never escape. There's always a lot going on and nothing is just there. Everything's playing a part and for a reason. Then you can handle this channel at least. I don't know what percentage of my content will be about Steiner. But back to what I was saying, the basic evolution has been, we weren't really individuals 8,000 years ago. And we've been in a process of individualization for some thousands of years now. And now we're sufficiently individualized that we can get our psychic powers back. And I just learned, according to Steiner, I'm always digesting more. According to Steiner, we left Kali Yuga, this degenerate age, around 1899. So now, as of then, the first people are coming back with their psychic powers intact. Of course, it didn't die off entirely, and Steiner is the prime example of somebody with psychic abilities from that time, from even born before that time. But that we will increase our psychic powers, but whereas we lost them in order to become individuals, we lost them in large part. And now that we're individuated enough, we get our psychic powers, abilities back, and we can be more spiritual and interact with the spiritual world. So this sacrizing, this coming back to the sacred world is part, it's time, it's a natural thing. And so our natural evolution just leads us onwards and upwards. And just one more thing I would like to give during this very first video is that Christ, think about it, what is the most powerful spirit here for good that is not in a body at this moment? What is the most powerful spirit for good? And to Steiner, Christ is the balancing influence. Some people have said he infuses the earth. So for me, I'm a gardener, and I give so much to Gaia, to our Mother Earth. And more recently, thanks to Steiner, I've been able to embrace Christ, intellectually embrace Christ 100%, with no reservations. Of course, not as a Bibleist. There's plenty in the Bible, and then there's plenty that I have a really hard time with. But the closer I get to Christ, the better. You could basically call me a Christian. Of course, I'm a Zen monk. That never goes away, and that's very helpful. But the worldview of Steiner it's vast. It's vast, and it's not just an invention. He saw it, and so I'll be breaking down Steiner, giving some Zen wisdom, and giving some grounded perspective just from being an earth lover. So I hope you enjoy. and of course support. Thank you, and mainly live your best life, and don't be trapped in your left brain, and touch the earth, and love your brother and as yourself if you can, and connect with that poetic, beautiful, true part of yourself. Blessings.